Howdy, what's going on, and welcome to the video on Genshin Impact. My name is Ventus SGN. Alright guys, in this video I'm going to give you an updated version of Chongyun's equipment guide. One of my most popular Genshin Impact videos here on the channel was on Chongyun a few months back, so if you have the time after this video, head on over to that one and see what's changed beyond the obvious. So with version 1.2 and the addition of the Regisvine with the new domain Ventus that awards the Blizzard Strayer gear, Chongyun has more of a reason to become a member of your team, especially when dealing with enemies that are weak to cryo. In this first test, I'm going to show you Chongyun in full 4-piece Blizzard Strayer artifacts with a cryo damage cup. Blizzard Strayer 2-piece set bonus increases cryo damage by 15%, and the 4-piece set ups his crit rate on enemies affected by cryo. And it actually does too. If you have not seen the video I uploaded previously using Kaeya with this set, it's a must-see because I've done things with Kaeya using this set that I've never seen before in the game, like at all. For Chongyun's weapon, I'll be using the Wolf's Gravestone. On his team this time around is Songchu with his Ring Cutter ability, and he will be wearing the full Noblesse, which the 4-piece set grants all party members a boost to their attack after using an Elemental Burst. And after Songchu, I have Bennett, who was wearing the standard 2-piece Brave, 2-piece Gladiator to get the best increase to his attack score so that his Fantastic Voyage will be the most effective when raising the attack of other characters on the team. And finally, Barbara, who's using the Thrilling Tales of Dragon Slayers, a weapon that also adds its own attack bonus boost to the next character to take the field after her, which in this case will be Songchu, because after he uses his Elemental Burst, everyone's attack is raised. So when Bennett finally takes the field for his Elemental Burst, his attack bonus is as high as it can possibly be. Barbara starts it off by attacking the Pyro Regisvine's weak spot to put him down, and once that's done, everyone's Elemental Burst goes off in a combo. First Songchu, then Bennett, and then on to Chongyun. The damage here is enormous, and Chongyun quickly takes out the Regisvine in almost record time for me, very nearly one-phasing it. I have to tell you that before this setup, I could only defeat this boss after the second phase. Doing a fight like this makes farming simple, easy, and kind of fun. On this next test, we trade out Songchu for Kaeya for the benefit of his Elemental Burst, the Glacial Waltz. On Kaeya, I've simply just given him the same gear that was on Songchu, the full Noblesse. And the burn here is insane, even faster than with Ring Cutter. Now, just as a side note, if you are trying this out, only use Barbara's Elemental skill right as you are disabling the Regisvine because it adds Hydro to your other characters so that when Chongyun finally takes the field, he is dealing Hydro and cryo damage simultaneously. Now, this was so effective that I wanted to see what it looked like with consumable enhancement. So I used a Frosting Essential Oil, which raises cryo damage by 25%, and Delicious Almond Tofu, a dish that increases all characters' attack by 95%. And just as you can imagine, the burn here was even greater, as close to a one-phase on the Pyro Regisvine as you can go. Like, I'm literally just going to call it a one-phase. Next, I wanted to try out the new 4-star Claymore that everyone should have by now, the Stone-Tombed Star Silver. This sword seemed like they made it for either Chongyun or Razor, with bonuses to base attack and physical damage. Now, as you know, when Chongyun hits his elemental skill, the Layered Frost, all damage done with the sword inside the field turns into cryo damage. This weapon has a unique ability called Frost Burial that states that when a normal or charged attack hits, it has a 60% chance to drop an Everfrost Icicle on your target, dealing 80% AoE attack damage, and targets that are cryo affected take 200% attack damage. Now, after 2 tries of this sword, it wasn't ever a one-phase, or at least it wasn't as naturally achieved as with the Wolf's Gravestone. But I believe it is doable to like one-phase this thing with somebody who has more nimble fingers than mine. Next, I decided to try out 2-piece Blizzard Strayer with 2-piece Noblesse on Chongyun, which, by the way, is what I personally suggest is best with him because of his Elemental Burst. Now, on previous testing with this exact setup, I've seen his Elemental Burst put up no less than 23,000 damage every single time I tried it on Ruin Guards. Like, that was like the lowest damage that I saw was 23. Everything else was like 24, maybe even 25 or something like that, but it never dropped below 23,000 damage. But that was on Ruin Guards. I wanted to see if I could use that on the Pyro Regisvine and one-phase him as easy as I can with Kaeya. Okay, so it wasn't an exact one phase, but there was a significant increase to Chongyun's elemental burst with this gear setup. If you haven't already hit the like button, man, I'd really appreciate it, especially if I was able to help you in any way. And since you're already on this video, why not head on over to my channel after it's over and check out my Genshin Impact playlist, because I am 100% positive that I have something else there that can help you as well. And if you have any questions about this or anything else with Genshin Impact, please feel free to drop me a comment down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time.
This moment will be frozen.
Everybody stand back!
Force is my blade. From whence you came.